Alright, 54 minutes left. That's gonna have to do. So, I clearly did not plan this well, but I just finished editing my Wolverine trilogy review, and you're probably wondering, what, am I in a car? I'm in my dad's new car. We're on our way to go pick up my brother from space camp. Also, everything I had just mentioned in my Transformers 1, where, like, oh, we could have seen it at tomorrow night and all of that. Forget all that, because I just calculated how long it would take us to get back, because apparently it takes 5 hours, 5.5 hours? 5 hours to get to where he's at, and then 5 back, so it wouldn't have worked out either way, I can see that, but still, not the point. So yeah, this morning I was stressed out. I'm like, oh god, I did not plan this well. How am I gonna film? Because like, there's only one video I need to film, well, technically two. One of them I just need to add, which would be this, and then my final thoughts on Deadpool Wolverine. I'd like to have that out, which you'll probably see on Saturday morning, but still though, I gotta be sure to add all this, and then hopefully have enough storage for the movie vlog tomorrow. And I still haven't decided on what to do about the whole theater reaction thing, whether I get snippets or live in the moment. I mean, I got lucky for Spider-Man No Way Home, but maybe this time I mean, then again, I don't even know if I'm gonna have a theater reaction, since we're seeing this in IMAX 3D, and I've brought this up probably already in the channel. There's a 50-50 chance we might or might not, because one, I don't know if folks will lose their insanity, cheer and clap in the theater for IMAX 3D. Sure, it's IMAX, but just, it's in 3D, and it's on a Saturday. I had my reasons. I already explained this a while ago, because, like, Shane got to see Multiverse of Madness in IMAX, but on a Saturday, and yet his theater exploded with cheer and clapping. I don't know. For all I know, there may not be an audience theater clapping. If not, then, oh well, that's a shame. At least I got to see this movie dressed up as Deadpool Wolverine with my brother D. But anyways, enough chit chat. This time I wrap up this review series as I talk about my thoughts on the Deadpool films 1 and 2. So welcome to another Deadpool movie review. The last Deadpool movie review was pretty much Twisters, when I did a movie vlog on that. And before that was, I think, Quiet Place Part 1 and 2. And I do have a Deadpool shirt I'm wearing, and I would wear the necklace like I said I would, but I'm keeping it safe in the bag, which I'm going to show to my brother. He's going to be happy to see this thing. But anyway, so, yeah, Deadpool Wolverine is now playing in theaters as of last night early, but I don't get to see it until tomorrow. And so far, it's a bit iffy on the avoiding spoilers. I mean, I've done all right, but just me thinking and saw glimpses as I dodged them. The percentage of me being spoiled is like 50%. Not that I don't. Hopefully, I wasn't spoiled on anything big. Not to say I got spoiled, but just me thinking about it, I'm eventually puzzle it all together. Unless whoever is in the movie, I probably was already aware of it because of leaks or reports, like in the past 2 years. I don't know, but anyway, so, where do I begin on the Deadpool films? I've also brought this up about how I felt with superhero movies being rated R. Like, Deadpool was one movie I wanted to see back in 2016, but I couldn't because it was rated R. And, yeah, I was pretty much not okay with superhero movies being R-rated because that meant I wouldn't have to see them. And it was up in the air if the first Venom movie would be rated R or PG-13. But once that was confirmed to be PG-13, I was happy about it, but now that I'm older, I don't care about that anymore, and I can see which movies need to be rated R or PG-13. And folks were worried that Disney would turn this PG-13, but nope, Disney were like, no, we will allow you to go full R-rated on this movie. Thank God for that, because folks were worried, and from the reviews I've seen, yeah, no, it's basically still is the same. Like, Deadpool Wolverine is still like the same as the first two films, from what I've heard. But yeah, I definitely wanted to go see Deadpool when it came out. Sadly, I couldn't because I was not old enough back then in 2016. But hey, at least I got to see other superhero movies that came out around that time period, which was Captain America: Civil War and Batman vs. Superman. Okay, I'm just realizing that my dad is now kind of seeing how I be doing my reviews or something. I mean, he was seeing me edit my Wolverine review. So I don't know. This is why it's nice. This is why I like to take notes on topics I would like to talk about. They sometimes help. But I'm kind of in a rush on trying to get this video out. But yeah, I don't know when exactly I saw Deadpool, because eventually I did got to see this movie, not in theaters, but I don't know what was the first R-rated movie I've seen. It could have been the Underworld movies, because I do remember catching a glimpse of those, like catching my mom watching those. Whenever my sister was born at the time, which was like 2013, but I'm not going to count those, because I would like to count this movie as the first rated R movie I got to watch. Technically similar with Ryland's situation, where he doesn't even know what was his first rated R movie, so they just made Oppenheimer to be his first. And now he's seen like, what, 4 in total? With Deadpool, Deadpool 2, and Logan, and he's about to see his 5th R-rated movie tomorrow with Deadpool Wolverine.
With us.
Yeah, of course. At least he's watching it with adults.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways, just, so yeah, I remember my mom was allowed, like, I forgot how this happened exactly, but basically my mom eventually allowed me to check out Deadpool. Of course, she was attended there, since there was no way I could have watched this by myself, because I wasn't old enough. Then again, I sneakily watched a couple of R-rated movies back then, but the movies I was watching, they are not appropriate, but I don't do that anymore. Sadly, one of those movies was 365 Days. That was 4 years ago. That movie was terrible. Mainly the ending. That ending pissed me off.
I guess so.
And I know that, and I know this old man has told me not to watch those movies, but oh.
Whoa. Who you calling no?
Okay, for a second I thought he was gonna have like, excuse me, you saw those? Yes, I've seen all 3, and I regret it. The 3rd one's the worst. Second is better.
Let's go back. Who you calling no?
You're halfway there, old man. Just 5 more years.
How you can... Let's go play a sport together. Let's run.
You do realize I'm messing with you, right?
When you're able to beat me some sport,
oh my God.
Yeah, you maybe can call me over. But until then, I'm Obi-Wan.
Ron, you want to be my apprentice as I have joined the dark side?
No, I'm joining the
Wait, whoa, oh, we are getting off topic. You will know my trilogy review on 365 Days sometime in August, if I do get the chance. Then again, I don't know if I want to watch those movies again. Not because of the sexy scenes, but just... They're just bad. They're just bad. I do enjoy the ending songs to the first 2 movies. Okay, we're getting off topic. So, yeah, I got to watch Deadpool with my mom, and I would like to have that be the first R-rated movie I got to see. And I don't know how many times I've seen it, but now having to rewatch it a couple of times recently, here's something I've come to realize, especially after I had watched it, either before we had gotten the trailer for Deadpool Wolverine, or on the day it was released, which was February 12th. So you know how we have a category for worst comic book movies of all time and a category for greatest comic book movies of all time? Deadpool is in the category of one of the greatest comic book movies of all time. Because, oh my God, I freaking love this movie to death. It's shocking that I don't know what was my reaction the first time I had watched it back in 2016, because I most likely saw it around fall of 2016. And like I've mentioned, I've lost track of how many times I've seen this movie, but as I watched it, this as of recent for this year, I've realized that, oh my God, this is one of the greatest comic movies of all time. This is in that category. This movie is peak. And it is just simply awesome. And I'd be swearing, dropping F-bombs for this, but I can't because we got this knucklehead in the car.
Hey!
And my dad would just, I'd rather not deal with this BS on me swearing.
You're calling me a knucklehead?
You're a knucklehead, right?
Says the one who,
Wait, say that again?
Says the one who, braces.
That doesn't mean anything.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? Everyone gets braces. Also, apparently in this generation, you are considered to be hot having braces. I didn't want to have braces. I'd just be embarrassed having braces. I didn't want to feel embarrassed wearing them, but here I am, stuck with braces until 2025. Also, I just realized I do not have my laptop with me, because most of these videos I filmed this week, I would look at the notes I've written down on Letterboxd. Letterboxd has helped me out. I love using that app just to rate movies here and there from like 5 stars, 4 stars, or whatever. But during when I filmed these reviews, I would look at what I wrote on Letterboxd, and now I'm actually going off script. This oh god, oh son of a bitch. It's fine. I remember most of these movies, but just yeah, I'm gonna try my best here. So, as I've mentioned in the Wolverine trilogy, X-Men Origins was the debut of Deadpool, and honestly, that version, no, they massacred my boy. But I'm glad Ryan Reynolds got a second chance at redemption with Deadpool, as he got his own solo movie. And here's a quick little story about Deadpool and how it got made. I mean, it's only a long one, but I'm gonna cut to the very end. So basically, he was trying to get this movie to be made, but 20th Century Fox were just like, nope, we're not gonna make this movie. And it looked like all hope had seemed lost until someone had leaked test footage of the movie, whether that was Tim Miller or most likely Ryan Reynolds himself. And once folks got to see that, everyone had lost their minds and demanded to see this movie be made. So 20th Century Fox changed their minds, like, okay, that folks do want to see the movie. All right, fine, you win, Ryan. We'll make your Deadpool movie. And yeah, no, like there's a lot I love about this movie. Like it's crazy how much I love this movie to death. It's just so much fun. What's also fun about these Deadpool movies is that they're incredibly funny. I swear to God, I remember laughing my ass off on certain moments here and there. But the one thing I like about Deadpool the most is his fourth wall breaking. Like, that's something I always like whenever a character just breaks the fourth wall. And we got like 2 Marvel characters that do that. Deadpool and She-Hulk. Yes, She-Hulk breaks the fourth wall. In case you didn't know that.
Nope, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's because you didn't watch the show because you had no interest in it.
I will watch it, I just haven't had the time.
Me too.
Rylan and I will watch it together.
Okay, good for you. You'll see Matt Murdock's Daredevil in there. I mean, Charlie Cox's Daredevil.
She-Hulk.
Wait, She-Hawks?
No.
You pronounced it wrong. She-Hawks. First was Jelly, now She-Hawks.
Listen.
It's She-Hulk. Say it with me. She-Hulk.
That's what I said.
No, you said She-Hulk. Say it again. Say it again.
I said that.
No, say it again, Dad. I want to hear you pronounce it right.
I'm good and I'm driving. I need to concentrate on the driving.
Also, I'm wasting storage I'm getting off topic. Damn. So yeah, I don't know where to begin because, like I said, I just love this movie to death. Surprisingly, I didn't expect to love it that much. I mean, I was definitely interested in checking it out back then. Like, ooh, I want to see this. Ah, dang, it's rated R. Well, guess what? I'm now 18, so I can watch any R-rated movie I want. But now it's a little different because I figured that back when I was like a little kid, like I'm gonna watch so many R-rated movies, but now I'm like, not worthy. Ooh, this could be a good one. Let's check this out. I just have a taste, you know. I have a taste. I keep getting off topic. My God, I don't even know where to begin. I mean, this movie is just peak cinema. Automatic 10 out of 10. But what can I say about the movie? Oh, I will say this. So, Deadpool 1 is a love story, while Deadpool 2 is a family movie, and Deadpool 3. You want to know what Deadpool 3 is, Dad?
What is it?
A buddy cop movie.
What?
A buddy cop movie. Because of Deadpool Wolverine. Buddy cop. How do you know? I can't with this man. I cannot with this old boomer.
Old Old boomer?
I don't even know what it
Me personally, Poppy, I would not let that slide.
I don't even know what it means. Okay, sorry. Now let's get back to topic. I keep getting off topic in this double movie review. So yeah, as I mentioned, this movie is a love story between Wade Wilson and his love interest Vanessa. Now in the opening scene, we just start off with him looking for Francis, as he's the man responsible for what he did to him, which is slightly good but bad. Let's start with the good. He has mutant powers. Well, technically he was a human being until he had mutant DNA injected in him. But here's the difference between Deadpool and the other mutants. So, pop quiz. Is Deadpool a mutant or a mutate?
Mutate.
Okay, he already knew that because I kept making that clear when we were watching the Deadpool films. But yeah, he's a mutate, and his mutant powers would just be he cannot die. Basically, if you were to cut off his hand, which Dad told Rylan to not repeat anything when we were about to watch Deadpool movies. And you want to know the one thing Rylan's going to be repeating? You want to know the one thing he's going to be repeating from now on? Just from that movie? And Dad should be relieved of this, and that is, do it. Just do it. Do it. You enjoy it.
What? No, what? No, Rylan.
What?
What are you saying?
No, you don't. No, he's not saying anything. Look, you don't see he's pretending to cut off my hand.
Oh, okay.
Because Deadpool was cutting off his hand when he was handcuffed to Colossus. That's the only thing he's just going to be repeating.
Why do you just have to remind that to the viewers?
Don't remind that. I'm bringing it up. So be relieved because he's well behaved. As for my little brother Javi, yeah, you still need training wheels, buddy. Hopefully he's not watching this video or any of my videos.
Meaning he needs to learn how to behave.
Yeah, because you're well behaved. Dad has made sure of that. But the bad thing about his mutant powers, he looks like, well, this is what one of the characters had said in the movie. Something about avocado having sex with an uglier avocado. Ron has had the talk, right? So yeah, he wants to have revenge on Francis, who claims he could fix his effed up looking face. And just that whole opening sequence is definitely one of the best parts of this movie, as he's just killing off a bunch of bad guys. But we do go back and forth on like what happened 2 years ago in the movie, and then like we just go back and forth on before then he was a mercenary, and we had to see how he and Vanessa had started going out, and then eventually we find out that he has some type of stage 4 cancer. Which, I will say this, another great thing about the Deadpool movies, while yes, they are funny, they do got serious moments here and there. Another pro I have with this movie, Jesus criminy.
Excuse me.
Okay, duly noted. I don't know if I brought this up, but there was one time where you sneezed like 9 freaking times. And Patricia was like, blow out a tissue or something. I'm getting off topic once again. Good golly. What is... Don't you dare sneeze. Don't you dare sneeze on me. I will knock you out of your sneeze. Actually, when I think about it, I don't know if I have any cons for this movie, because as I've mentioned already, I surprisingly love this movie to death. And just, yeah, as I think about it, this is definitely one of the greatest comic book movies I've seen. And another pro I do like about this movie is the side characters. One of them being Colossus, who I would consider to be the MVP of this movie, honestly. But I do like Francis as a villain. I know some folks have considered him to be a weak villain or something, but I dug him. I dug him as a villain. Now, as I mentioned earlier, one of my favorite scenes was definitely the opening sequence, but there's a lot that I have that are like my favorite here and there, whether it be the final battle or the opening scene. Well, my most favorite would probably have to be the Deadpool montage when he's hunting down guys that could give out Francis' location or something. Oh my god. Okay.
Hold on. Show me the picture. What?
Okay. Okay. As I was just trying to think of what else to say, Dad just...
It's more than one bad in the movie. I mean, there's more than one bad guy in the movie.
There is another. I mean, there is his. I forgot what her name is. She's in the Mandalorian, but she also has powers. I think she's called Dust Angel, something with an angel. But hold on, Dad just brought this up that Francis is a girl's name.
No.
And
no.
you're
I didn't say that.
You said something.
That's not what I meant.
I'm like, wait, no, that's the bad guy's name. You're like, wait, what? Huh? Just. Are you nuts? That's literally his name. I'm not joking. I mean, earlier when he meets Wade, he says his name is Ajax, but then later on he finds out that his name is really Francis. Francis, like France. Just. Are you? What? You did not just. You son of a. Okay, back to topic. So just. There's a lot to love about this movie. I honestly can't think of any nitpicks other than that. Ryan Reynolds is perfect as Deadpool. And speaking about Ryan Reynolds, I get this a lot every single time, and that is I have had 2 folks at my school say I look like Ryan Reynolds, but mostly on TikTok I get comments that I look like Ryan Reynolds. But I'm bringing this up. I'm not saying that I don't know. I'm like, Really? What? There's no way. What?
I don't think so.
Okay, that's your opinion.
Okay.
I'm not saying I do. I'm still like trying to like. I don't know if I see it. I think I get it. I don't know. But I was getting a crap load of comments in our final trailer reaction for Deadpool Wolverine. Like this one. That one kid at the right looks like Ryan Reynolds.
So. What? Are you trying to?
Oh my God, Rylan.
Rylan.
What?
Are you trying to press the voice and then say?
No!
Yeah. You're doing that.
No!
What has this video turned into? This is barely a double movie
Tell
review
me,
and
how
more like a
you
vlog
saw it?
video happening right here.
Wow.
And hey, I do appreciate the comments that I look like Ryan Reynolds, but Ryan Reynolds is definitely added to that
You might
category
want to
of
pause for a moment.
motherfucker. As I was trying to say before this knucklehead interrupted me, I wish you were still napping. Yeah, I wish you were still napping.
I think he would have woke up with your loud, laughing moments.
I pulled a friend's middle finger, but right now I'm holding the phone with the... Okay. Still, as I was trying to say, Ryan Reynolds is definitely added to the category of perfect comic book casting. Same goes for Hugh Jackman. I can't believe I forgot to bring this up in my Wolverine trilogy review. He's also added to that category of perfect casting. So, both of those guys are up there with RDJ, as he's definitely perfectly cast as Iron Man, right? Like, no, he owns that role. He was born to play Iron Man. God, I miss Iron Man. I miss him. It's been 5 years. I miss him. I hope he comes back for Secret Wars. Okay, I just watched Chris Stuxman's review on Deadpool because I just need to think of what else to bring up, and I think I just got 2 or 3 things to say before I end off my thoughts with Deadpool that came out about pretty much 8 years ago. So for one, with this being rated R, I definitely think this movie is quite brutal with its R rating, but as I've mentioned in the last review, Logan is much more, way worse with its R rating than Deadpool 1 and 2. Unless Deadpool Wolverine takes the cake, as far as I've heard. But still though, like there was definitely some brutal moments here and there with it being rated R. As for the second thing, this coming out in February 2016, perfect release date because of it having, like, it's both a love story and a revenge story, but yeah, like Deadpool said earlier in the movie, it's a love story between him and his girl Vanessa. So yeah, this is honestly the perfect Valentine's Day movie to watch with your girlfriend. And for the last thing, so I didn't know much about Deadpool back then. I dug him, but as of recent, this year as well, or in between of 2023 and 24, Deadpool's now becoming one of my favorite Marvel heroes, because my God, I did not think I had that much love for Deadpool. Because now I just want to like act like Deadpool sometimes, or like get all the comics. I don't know, just I wasn't expecting to love him that much. But yeah, I think I've said as much as I can about the first movie. Like I've mentioned, I can't think of any negatives. It's just surprisingly good, and I don't even know where to put this. I was back and forth what to have at my number 1 most favorite movie of 2016. Would that be Captain America Civil War or Deadpool? I guess you'll find out once I cover a video of my top 10 best movies of 2016. But yeah, my rating for this movie shall be a 10 out of 10 because it's just peak cinema. That's all I gotta say. Now let's move on to Deadpool 2, which there was like a little snippet they played before Logan when I saw that in theaters, and it was this No Good Deed short film. I didn't know what it was until it was revealed to be Wade Wilson, played by Ryan Reynolds. I'm like, oh, that's Deadpool! Hey! That was a funny short film, as he basically was pulling off a Superman move when he went to a telephone, which sadly those don't exist today. And he was changing out of his Deadpool costume, which took way too long because he was trying to save a dude that was getting mugged, but he unfortunately was killed off. But yeah, I was surprised that we were getting another Deadpool movie, and yeah, Deadpool 2 would be directed by the same man who directed Bullet Train and The Fall Guy. 2 movies I would consider to be peak cinema. He's seen The Fall Guy, but have you seen Bullet Train? No. You should definitely check it out. Dee loves that movie to death. I knew he was gonna love it because of one certain detail of the movie. I don't want to give it away, but he now loves it to death. We didn't even rewatch it.
So Dragon Ball Z?
It's not Dragon Ball related. It has to do with trains. You'll know once you see it. You can watch it on Hulu, on Disney Plus. But yeah, he also directed Hobbs and Shaw. 3 movies that I... Jeez Louise! Bless you! Good God. Well, as I was trying to say before, he had just sneezed for like the, 5th time now? I've lost track at this point. He's also directed Hobbs and Shaw. David Leitch is the name, I think. Yeah, that's the director's name for Deadpool 2. But also the other movies I've enjoyed, which would be Hobbs and Shaw, Bullet Train, and The Fall Guy. My God, I love The Fall Guy. I need to watch The Fall Guy again. That movie, I love that movie to death. Definitely one of my favorites of 2024. But if I were to rank all of his movies I've seen, Deadpool 2 would probably have to be last. Not to say I don't like it. I definitely like this movie. Just, as I've seen this at least probably 5 times now, I've also lost track of how many times I've seen Deadpool 2. My ranking of, like, the David Leitch movies would be, I guess, The Fall Guy, Hobbs and Shaw, Bullet Train, and then Deadpool 2. I just find myself liking the first movie a lot more than Deadpool 2, and for a while, now my opinion has slightly changed, knowing how things are going to go down in Deadpool 3, but the main reason was because I wasn't a fan of how they killed off Vanessa. Now, obviously, that doesn't matter because, one, Deadpool brings her back at the end of this movie, and she's also in the 3rd movie, which, again, I'm just bringing up what I had thought about this movie before everything Deadpool Wolverine related had happened. But I still enjoyed this movie. Just one of my negatives would probably just be with the whole Vanessa thing, but as I've also mentioned, this movie is a family film, as after Deadpool had sadly lost Vanessa due to a Russian dude that found his place and tried to kill him, he was basically sad and depressed to the point he wanted to try to commit... probably shouldn't say that on YouTube. Basically, he wanted to axe himself off just so he could be with Vanessa, but due to his mutant powers, he could regenerate. I mean, he cut off his own hand and had a baby hand, he cannot die. He basically has a similar power with the Wolverine, as they both have healing factors. So say if you were to be ripped in half by the freaking Juggernaut, who I was surprised to see him pop up in this movie. Which, oh, right, no, that scene is definitely... Riley, how did you react when you saw that happen? When Juggernaut ripped him in half?
Very gory.
Yeah. Very gory. But yeah, it don't matter because, he can regenerate, because later he does have, baby legs in the movie, which is... Oh, God! This is funny. This movie is also... Actually, I remember watching the PG-13 version of this movie, which would be the Once Upon a Deadpool, and I just remember laughing my ass off when I was watching this. As of recently, it was back, December of 2023, when I was sleeping downstairs on the couch. But yeah, he can't basically axe himself off due to his mutant powers, so therefore he cannot be with Vanessa, but he does have, a new purpose in the movie, as he has to protect this kid named Russell, who is being hunted by what will be the main villain in this movie, Cable, who I'm shocked that this is something I've now come to find out recently this year when I watched the X-Men 90 show, or mainly just X-Men 97, and that is, Cable is the son of Cyclops and Jean Grey. Holy cow, that's just crazy. But from what I've seen in the animated show, he's more of a good guy. In this movie, he's just a bad guy, but technically, you understand why he has to kill Russell, because earlier in the movie, he lost his family because Russell had basically turned to a dark path after he had killed the, what was the dude's name? I forgot. Not Professor. It was something like Headmaster. Yeah, Headmaster. So yeah, even though he's technically the main villain for this movie, I don't consider him much of a villain, because you do understand his motive, even though it is pretty much messed up, because he's out trying to kill a kid. But still though, Cable is definitely a badass character in this movie, who's played by Josh Brolin, who would be the same dude that played Thanos in the freaking MCU. And like I've mentioned earlier, both Deadpool movies are funny. That's definitely one of the best parts of them, besides Deadpool breaking the 4th wall. And this is something I probably was shocked that had happened. I'm like, this was kind of in the marketing of the movie, but in the actual movie, they were just killed off like that. Deadpool basically assembled this team all for nothing, and that is Task Force X. So he was assembling a team to go rescue Russell, basically break him out of mutant containment or whatever. And as they jump out of the plane, at least 4 teammates get killed off, which would be Balaam, if I pronounce his name correctly, and this invisible dude, and Shatterstar, along with I cannot remember his name, but he's played by the same actor that plays Pennywise in the It movies.
Is he just a human?
And along with Peter, who was just a regular human being that just joined onto this team. Oh god, that was like, what? Everyone is just dying! What is going on? Oh my god! I do like Domino in this movie. She was definitely one of the highlights of Deadpool 2. Alright, I forgot to bring this up, because this is technically one of my favorite opening sequences. I definitely enjoyed the opening credits for Deadpool, but Deadpool 2 may have to be my favorite. And it's probably because of the song Ash is being played in the background, and I got obsessed with that song back in 2018. I'm still obsessed with it to this day, because it's just one of my favorite songs from Celine Dion. That's her name, right? Okay, just wanted to make sure, because I suck at remembering names, let alone pronouncing them. Alright, before we got to the opening credits, the opening scene was definitely funny, of Deadpool bringing up about how Logan had died in his own movie, where he says, F Wolverine. First, well, I forgot the monologue. You know, crap. Have you seen The Adam Project on Netflix? Do you know the actor that plays young Ryan Reynolds in that movie? He has memorized the entire opening monologue of Deadpool 2. Did you know that? Yeah. Play the opening intro of Deadpool 2.
Fuck Wolverine. First, he rides my coattails with the R rating. Then, the hairy motherfucker ups the ante by dying. What a dick. Well, guess what, Wolvie? I'm dying in this one, too.
That's definitely funny of Deadpool just bringing up about what happened in Logan, which I definitely didn't saw this movie in theaters, sadly, because, of course, this movie was rated R. I wasn't old enough back then, so I most likely watched it around, like fall of 2018 or 2019. I don't know. I forgot when exactly I even checked out these Deadpool movies. I know I at least saw the first one back in 2016. But I definitely enjoyed like the final battle of the movie, where eventually Cable and Deadpool have to come up with an agreement, because Deadpool doesn't want anything to happen to Russell, as he knows he could be able to change Russell before he turns to the dark side once he kills the headmaster. And he does succeed later on, as he basically sacrificed himself when he had those collars that basically take away your immune powers. And yeah, he was in heaven with Vanessa until Cable had brought him back, because he felt bad that he had sacrificed himself. But hey, at least his family's alive. But Cable's not gonna pop up in Deadpool 3, right?
He could.
Are you kidding me right now? Cable? Cable, the bad guy of Deadpool 2, the one with the Winter Soldier arm and the robotic. Yeah, no, I don't think I did. Yeah, Josh Brolin did mention earlier this year that he's not shown up, unless he's BSing about that as well. I don't know. But knowing how Deadpool Wolverine's gonna play out things in the post-credit scenes of Deadpool 2, which that I would definitely like to talk about, but let me just talk about like my changed opinion as of recent this year, because like my biggest negative of this movie was Vanessa getting killed off. But now I may just let that slide, having to think about it, because in the end, Deadpool does use Cable's time watch and go back in time and save Vanessa. And I figured I would be able to give this a 10 out of 10, but I still find myself giving it an 8.5 out of 10, which that is my rating for the movie. So even though I prefer the first movie, I still like Deadpool 2. It's still an enjoyable and funny movie to watch. But about that post-credit scene, that was supposed to be a gag post-credit scene, especially in the super duper cut, but it's honestly insane to me how well that plays into Deadpool and Wolverine. And I wish I saw the super duper cut, but we watched the theatrical one on Disney Plus. But we did watch the post-credit scene that is from the super duper cut on YouTube. So that's like, as of yesterday, after we watched Loki season 2, I had to basically educate this old man on everything involving the TVA and Deadpool. Just I've had to basically educate him.
Well,
since
what MTV?
TVA.
Oh
my god.
Who are you calling old man?
Oh my god.
He's not old man.
But no, I had to educate him on everything. It's honestly insane how much knowledge I have over just anything Marvel related. At least you got me to help you be educated before we go see Deadpool Wolverine, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Also, Rylan enjoyed Loki season 2, which I can't blame him. Season 2 was the best of this entire series. Alright, so let's start recording. I got 15 minutes. Oh, crap, I need to wrap this up. So, you know the scene in Deadpool 2?
Wait, is that you? Yeah, Stryker finally figured out how to shut you up.
Hey, it's me. Don't scratch. Just cleaning up the timelines. Look, eventually, you're gonna hang up the claws, and it's gonna make a lot of people very sad.
Huh?
But one day, your old pal Wade's gonna ask you to get back in the saddle again. And when he does, say yes.
Oh, right.
That basically set up Hugh Jackman's return in Deadpool Wolverine. Like, it still blows my mind how well that post-credit scene sets up the next movie. Because obviously we see Deadpool just messing around with the timelines. Or as I quote, "Hey, it's me, don't scratch, just clean up the timelines," as he acts himself off from X-Men Origins, because he does go to that timeline and kills his terrible Deadpool adaptation, which is so funny, but awesome.
God damn, that's beautiful. You're welcome, Canada.
But yeah, thanks to him just using Cable's time watch and just screwing around with the timelines, that's gonna get the TVA's attention. And honestly, we see in some of the trailers, Deadpool's finding out TVA agents, and the TVA eventually come and capture him for whatever they apparently. I mean, I'm like around the time where Deadpool's killing off the agents. I'm assuming that's probably gonna be in the opening credits, and they're trying to basically prune him since he's not supposed to be doing that. But for when they capture him, I'm assuming they want him for like a different mission or something. I don't know. I only know a little bit of the plot for Deadpool and Wolverine. Like, that post-credit scene was supposed to be a gag post-credit scene, but no. That's no longer considered a funny post-credit scene, like how the post-credit scene for the last movie was just Deadpool saying, "What are you doing here? The movie's over. Go home." Oh, you're expecting a teaser for Deadpool 2. That was a gag post-credit scene. That wasn't, that technically set up Deadpool 2, but for this one, this really is a gag post-credit scene as well, but it also sets up the next movie. It's honestly crazy that that post-credit scene perfectly sets up Deadpool and Wolverine, therefore to have Deadpool finally joining the MCU, which is honestly crazy that Deadpool is joining the MCU, because these movies were not part of the MCU, but now Deadpool is about to enter the MCU along with the Wolverine. Like, just I could go on about this, but I'm gonna try to talk more about this in my final thoughts for Deadpool Wolverine, because I need to wrap this up. So I think that's all I shall bring up for my double movie review on Deadpool 1 and 2. I definitely enjoyed these movies, and as I've come to realize, I did not expect to love Deadpool that much, both his first movie and the character in general. But yeah, with Deadpool Wolverine, as we're about to see that tomorrow, something tells me we are about to have another epic comic book trilogy in our hands. It could end up being one of my favorite trilogies. I don't know, I'd have to do a ranking list of my top 10 favorite comic book trilogies of all time. But yeah, I think that's all I shall bring up about my thoughts for Deadpool 1 and 2. I could have done better if I had my notes from Letterboxd, but sadly I don't have my laptop. Also, I'm in a rush. I'm trying to post this video, which, oh god. At least I'm going to be editing this by the time we head back once we pick up D. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed that. So the first half of this video was slightly barely a review, but just a vlog, as I just be talking with these two boys here, a knucklehead and an old man. Knucklehead. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say for most of the X-Men films I've reviewed this week. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed this video, and thank you all for watching my review series for the X-Men movies in preparation for Deadpool Wolverine. And with that being said, I guess I shall see you all for my movie vlog of Marvel Studios Deadpool Wolverine, which is just a couple more hours, just one more day. One more day! I cannot wait any longer! As always, I'll see you guys in the next Deadpool review, or the next video. Either way, I'll see you guys in the next video. Actually, instead of saying peace out, I'm gonna say, let's what was I gonna say? I wasn't gonna say the let's effing go. You were! Let's effing go! Okay, bye!